Finally, after a series of testing and repairs, SpaceX's Ship 24 and Super Heavy Booster 7 is ready to serve its purpose. Building these rockets is no joke and will require so much manpower, creativity, energy, and of course money. Well, Elon Musk's SpaceX have proven over and over that it can pull through most of its awaited projects. Today at Elon Musk HQ, we are going to take a closer look at the Ship 24 or S24 and the Super Heavy Boost 7 or the B7. Let us see if this will break through our expectations and look at what it has to offer and the things that it can possibly do in the next coming months and years for Starship and SpaceX. After 3 different tries within 3 months, SpaceX already succeeded in stacking the S24 and B7. If you have been a fan of this agency and have been following some of its projects for the last couple years, you would know that one of their most promising spacecrafts is in operation right now, and that is the Falcon 9 and Falcon Heavy rockets. Well, if you think that these rockets are huge, wait until you see the Starship, as it is the largest one that SpaceX has assembled by far, at around 120 meters tall from booster tail to ship tip. This undoubtedly stands out in terms of its size. Additionally, the Starship not only boasts of how huge it is, but it is also meant to be fully reusable. If SpaceX is able to accomplish their objectives, then this Starship will be capable of achieving a magnitude less to launch compared to Falcon. For reference, the Falcon is around 80% reusable, so just think of how better the Starship would be in terms of reusability. This newly assembled rocket will also carry around 5 to 20 times more payload per launch. Wow, so basically, it will be a complete game changer when it comes to the cost of orbit. Now, it is expected that the Starships will be able to surpass the expendable performance of both the Falcon 9 and Falcon Heavy. Come on, no matter how good the plans and performance of any rockets and spacecraft are, the deal breaker would always come down to the question, can they make it orbit? That is what SpaceX and the trying to look forward to knowing. The S24 and booster are more capable of supporting the Starship's first orbital launch attempt compared to the earlier prototypes, Ship 20 and the boost. Considering that they are already in their final stage and just have to surpass a few more major tests, they can soon be cleared for flight. Apparently, as per the Elon Musk and a NASA official, the last major standalone test between Booster 7 and flight readiness is a full 33-engine static fire. They will undergo a wet dress rehearsal first, since it might put the Starship at risk if a 33 Raptor Super Heavy static fire would be conducted first while it was fully stacked. Basically, a wet dress rehearsal, or WDR, is a routine test conducted before a rocket launch and is generally designed to stimulate every aspect of a launch besides engine ignition and liftoff. It will include fully filling the rocket with propellant and passing all the checks, which would also be a requirement that a rocket should pass in order to be cleared to launch. If B7 fails this major proof testing, the Ship 24 is expected to fly on a future booster. Also, another thing that would possibly happen if B7 is not capable of delivering, the Ship 24 will be removed from Booster 7 as well. Although SpaceX is excited for its Starship's orbital launch, there seems to be more hurdles than they like. Besides all the technical and hardware stuff, another thing that is getting in the way of the launch is the FAA launch license. Both the FAA and SpaceX are on a discussion about the details regarding this license. The license is crucial as well, since this will be needed in making sure that the risks are alleviated. Like what I have mentioned earlier, the Starship is huge and launching it can pose a risk to local residents surrounding the area. Another report stated that the CEO, Elon Musk, said that Starship can possibly be ready for its first orbital launch around late February or early March this year. To talk more about Super Heavy B7, it actually initially left SpaceX's Starbase factory in March of 2022. Since then, it has undergone tons of repairs, modification, changes, testings, and upgrades. It is a steel rocket measuring at 68 meters in height and 9 meters in width. It has been damaged 2 times already in April and July. No matter how severe the damage it got, it still did not stop this booster from surpassing those challenges. According to SpaceX, the 33 Raptor 2 engines of the B7 can produce up to 7,600 tons of thrust at sea level. Considering this, it would make the Starship as the most powerful rocket stage in spaceflight history. The B7 also made it back to the Starbase orbital launch site on January 8th of this year. On the other hand, the S24 had undergone a bit less struggles compared to B7. When it went through its first test in May of 2022, it survived with far fewer repairs and changes. The S24 had also gone through 3 static fire tests from August of 2022. This one had survived all of those successfully. SpaceX is even taking extra measures as they have tried stress testing Starship's orbital launch mount using a custom jig. This was witnessed in the first week of 2023 as the said agency used the jig to load 20 hold-down clamps of OLM together with hundreds of tons of ballast. They did this to make sure that it can handle the huge weight of a fully fueled Starship. Although this process has been taking quite longer than expected and their set goals, SpaceX is just being cautious, knowing that a lot of effort, time, and of course money have been put into the project. Well, there is nothing wrong with waiting longer while ensuring the safety and success of everyone. Elon Musk himself believes that because of their cautious steps, it became even more possible to have an orbital launch attempt in late February. Make sure that you always stay tuned here on the channel because we will surely talk about that once it happens. Will we soon be seeing the liftoff of this Mars-bound rocket? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Well, going back to our topic, the Cameron County Judge Eddie Trevino Jr. had released an order for temporary closure of access to the Boca Chica Beach and State Highway 4. This is due to the expected space launch activities of SpaceX. I guess we are really nearing a launch, and these are just some of the signs. Additionally, both the S24 and Booster 7 had completed many of their important tests, like the 14-engine static fire that is record-breaking for B7. This was conducted on November 14th, and it was double its previous record. This just shows that right now, this is one of the most powerful engines in the entirety of history, if not the most. We will just have to wait to hear more about the wet dress rehearsal because once it becomes a success, SpaceX will try to simultaneously ignite all 33 of the Raptor engines equipped on the Super Heavy B7. This will most likely make the B7 as the most powerful liquid rocket ever tested. Ever. Indeed, this one is yet to hold multiple records, especially when the orbital launch attempt is successful. Whether these major tests become successful or will lead to major repairs and changes, there is still no guarantee about the success of the liftoff, knowing that everything can possibly not go according to plan during these kinds of events. We know how dangerous rocket launches are, but right now, we can only hope that nothing is compromised and rushed. Hopefully, if the situation calls for a postpone of the orbital launch attempt, problems will be fixed right away. No matter what, all the milestones that SpaceX has achieved through the S24 and B7 is proof that they are taking space explorations and flights seriously, and they are doing better than the others before them. Surely, we will be seeing more from SpaceX and Elon in the coming weeks and months. That being said, do not forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like if you enjoy watching content like this. For sure, I have got a lot more to talk about regarding Elon Musk himself and his other ventures. Also, turn on your notifications so that you will get updated whenever we have a new upload. Thanks for watching. Please share and subscribe. See you in the next one.